Hi, how are you? Students, today there is another one new video of myself. So today we will discuss some of the important topic of economics which are very basic concepts. You may say with basic concepts of economics today we will be discussing. So let's start the video. Okay. So classical economists basically use the term value. Then what is value? Okay, value are used in two senses. Value means the value of a commodity, and the value was used in two sense. First is exchange value and another is value, use value. So what is use value? Use value is basically the utility which satisfied the need or want of a consumer. Okay, this is basically the use value, and use value is basically related to the commodities itself. Okay, so use value is basically related to the use of the commodity through which the consumer is getting the satisfaction. It is basically the satisfaction or utility. Okay, and what is the exchange value? Whenever there was no money, there was only barter exchange. We all know that we exchange the goods and services in lieu of another goods and services. That is called exchange value. So what is exchange value? Now we will have to explain what is exchange value. Say there are two units, two goods, sorry. One is X and another is Y. So exchange value of X, how do we define? Exchange value of X is 1 unit of the commodity Y which can be exchanged in terms of X. And what is exchange value of Y? It is the 1 unit of Y which can be exchanged in terms of X. Fine. So you can write the definition of exchange value. The exchange value of X is equal to the amount of Y which can be obtained in exchange for 1 unit of X. And exchange value of Y, in the same way, exchange value of Y will be the amount of X which can be obtained in exchange of 1 unit of X. This exchange value is regarded as the value of a commodity. And when money was not used, we were using this exchange value, and a barter exchange happened in that sort of economic activities. That is, we were exchanging goods and services instead of money. Okay, so now what is money? These are very simple, small topics which is the basics of economics. To understand it in the future, I will today and also in my next sessions I will be discussing with all these things which will be actually basically will provide you the base of the economics. So whenever we will be going to the higher classes or higher sessions in which these values, these concepts are very important, okay, to understand. So what is the price? How do we what is the money? How do we define money? Money is a medium of exchange. In today's world, there is no barter exchange. We are defining the price of different commodities, and we are defining prices in which terms? That is in terms of money. So money is the medium of exchange. We are getting some goods and services instead of money. That is exchanging. We are exchanging money in terms of any goods and services. We are exchanging money to get some goods and services. So money is basically the medium of exchange. Fine. So now, how we will define money? It's over. Okay. Now, however, we will be telling you some different concepts right now. We will be saying who are the economic agents. Okay, economic agents, these are very fundamental concepts. Economic agents means one-sidedly consumer and one-sidedly producers. So who are the consumers? The consumer is that particular section of the society or that particular section of a economy who is having a fixed income and who decides what to produce. What to consume. Who decides what to consume. That is, they decide what to be brought from the market. And they are having a fixed income. So they are having a fixed money. So they are having a decision making power. They decide what to consume in the economy. And who are the producers? A consumer is regarded, you can write down the whatever note. A consumer is regarded as an individual who is having an income and who takes decision about the commodities he will buy. A firm is usually individual decision taker undertaking a production of commodities by combining inputs. So firm, what is a firm? They are basically producers, point of view, or producers. Firms are regarded as the producers. They take the decision what to produce. They take the decision what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce. And they are guided by the entrepreneurs. Okay. And in case of farms, if we see, farms are also buying some inputs in the market to produce, to make the output. So from another side, if we consider, the farm is also a kind of consumer because their raw materials, what they are purchasing from the market, they are purchasing from the market some raw materials and they are implementing that raw materials to produce another goods and services, final goods and services. Fine. So from producers' point of view, they are also one kind of consumers because they are producing the goods and services or raw materials from the market to take their production decision. Okay. So firms are also one-sidedly consumer as well as they are one-sidedly producers because they are taking the decisions what to produce and they are producing something and selling it in the market. They are as well as, so firms are as well as sellers as well as buyers. They are selling their goods and services, finished goods and services, and their buyer in which sense? They are buying raw materials from the market. So they are also economic agents. So there are two economic agents, consumers and firms. Okay, is it clear today? Similarly, consumers can also be regarded as one kind of producers. How? They purchases labor, service using as inputs and commodities he buys. Thus, the distinction between consumer and firms are clearly defined over here. So, tomorrow we will be discussing the facts with rationality, economic models, and in case of economic models, I will do some board work because that will not be easy in lecture sessions without any board work. So if you want, one wanted a board work, in my comments I saw some of the community was in my YouTube channel, I was seeing that someone wanting the board work. So from tomorrow we will be doing some board works. Okay, and tomorrow we will be discussing with the facts, rationality, economic models, sufficient conditions, necessary conditions, all these things. Okay, so goodbye. Stay healthy, stay safe.